a shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. Place. We found love. We found love. We found. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Summit. We are back for Summit Encore, or Summit Season 6, as some people are calling it. But we have a nice little matchup here tonight with 6th versus 101A. We will be on the 6th side for this round 1 matchup. If you are unaware of Summit and what's all going on this season, we are having groups. So we are in Group A for this matchup, which has 6th 101A, obviously. Then we have 7DR and 22nd, which just played today that I was a part of, with us winning, or the 22nd winning 4-1 on SME. And then the other team not playing this week with a bye would be Ascendant or Ascend. I have no idea how to pronounce their name. I think it's Ascendant, right? Let me just double check that. Could be totally wrong. I don't care. But yes, let's talk about the matchup here today. We are going to be playing, I think it's going to be Pierre's farm. I do believe that that is the midpoint that we will be playing on tonight. Let me just double check that, because if it's not, I'm gonna have to change the title of the stream. Pierre's farm, yep. Dugout would have been SMD night, and we are yeah, so it's day. Looks like there might be some shenanigans in the HQ, as some people are angry about a Panzer IV. There's a half-track here that's stuck in a trench that got killed. Team kills are going on. But yes, Pierre's farm, which is in the G, and I don't know my letters right now, the H sector of the map. Nice little classic, kind of picking up where we left off last season with Legion and Taco and that epic opener of a game. But yeah, going to be very interesting, because obviously there's been some talk about how Sixth is kind of, I don't want to say like, I don't want to say anything too bad about them, or anything negative too much, but it feels like they're kind of like limping into Summit, losing a few games here and there. They lost 4-1 against EXO a week or two ago. They ended up also losing last night in a different thing. It was the off-season competitive league championship against Dark Horse. So, but I think that was 35v35. So I'm not quite sure about their roster and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we should be getting the mandatory map flip now. Looks like we are good to go for this map flip. And I just gotta double check and see who I am joining. Rod 1 is the person I will be joining when this eventually flips. There we go. There we do have it. So Summit Season 6, or Summit Encore, I should probably just call it Summit Encore, is off to the races. So Rod 1... there he is, his rifleman. And we'll go into this left HQ, away from all the action in the right HQ, as there is a ton of bodies just scrambling along. And I'm going to hide right here and fly away. Alrighty, so we are ready for Pierre's farm. So offset point for 6th of Hamlet, so that if they do end up losing this point, they're gonna have to defend the offset point of Hamlet, which I would say is a very doable point to defend. I would say it's a little bit tricky to actually attack. A lot of like middle 4th points are a little bit tricky to attack, but Hamlet I think is a nice, safe bet. Either one of them would have been safe bets. But 101A getting Rue de la Guerre. Not bad at all. And we'll see the introduction of SPAs into Summit. I think this is... I don't know if it's the first competitive league to use it. I think maybe off-season competitive league used it. But we will now be able to see it used in 49v49 with a lot higher competition. I think other teams have... or other leagues have used SPA, but... I don't think I've really casted a game that used SPA too effectively quite yet. Looks like Tires on Fire is going to be that person. Looks like they're bringing out just a transport that's still in the HQ. I wonder if 101A's got in a second supply truck. Looks like they did not. I don't know if they're doing any snipes. Backpacks will be the commander for the 6th, and I assume, yep, Trench is the commander for the 101st Airborne. 30 seconds to wall drop, so if you still have to get, a quick snack before the action does fully start, quickly run to your kitchen, grab your granola bar and your juice box, and head right back to the stream. Unless you're on your phone, and I don't know what to say, then stop gooning. But, looks like we are going to have an AT gun built in the middle of the road, but I wonder if that's, is it built already, or is it a blueprint? Looks like it's just a blueprint Looks like he unfortunately did not get his supplies in time. And we are off with Summit Encore. Listening to any tank snipes. Does not look like 101A is going to do any sort of tank snipes. Critic in the left HQ. He is SPA man. Looks like we do have some rockets firing in. That's going to go through my screen right now. Oh, the rocket kind of just fizzled out. A little bit too early for the 101st. Say they're about 20 seconds. Not 20 seconds too early, but about like 10 seconds too early. More rockets are flying in. I have a feeling War Daddy's tank might get sniped. Or truck might get sniped. I just have a small suspicion, a very, very small suspicion. Oh, the Puma misses the shot. And War Daddy on top of his truck will get to the point, all safe and sound. SPA coming in. The SPA round will not connect. Truck still moving along. Oh, nice SPA round. Just huge blast radius on that. I feel like it's a little bit overtuned, but don't want to make the SPA too overpowered. This SPA thing is just wild, to be honest. Stuart tank gonna look to maybe challenge the Puma. Puma immediately goes down up to the medium or the other Stuart tank on the border side of the map. 6 in firm control of pretty much everything Pierre's farm, but it looks like Hockey Stick and AA Network slightly under the control of 101A. Oh my gosh, the SPA is insane, dude. I don't know if 101A has their OP. Yep, their OP is still up. Don't know if Drift is going to burn this OP. The SPA and the normal artillery just firing down on to this lonely OP for 101A. Oh my gosh, look at this SPA round, like it. Oh, and it burns the OP. That is just insane that it can do that. It's just so insane. Beerman played a little bit aggressive. Not sure if he got a satchel down or not. No proxy satchel at all. 101A going to build some rep stations for his medium tank. But that will be a 3-2 cap advantage for the 6th. First cap of the season for the 6th. Pretty much knocked off all out of front door. They have a few recon tanks just kind of roaming the back lines though, so I'm kind of curious to see what kind of damage that these two recon tanks can do, as Dan just got pushed by the recon. Oh my god. Recon just roaming along. This other recon tank roaming along too. Kind of curious to see the damage that these recon tanks can do. Kane and Constantine. Constantine with the rocket. Will hit it once. But with the new update, it's going to take 2 rockets, but what killed him? Did he just die to a mine? I have a feeling he just died to a mine. He just kind of spontaneously combusted, unless I missed the rocket or something come through. Other recon tank. Oh, there's a P4 right here. Maybe the P4 killed him. I have no idea. SPA on the pizza slice. Nice little rep station here for this Luke's, even though it's just a Luke's tank. Tiny bit of health will matter. Scatty and the Muffin Man. Scatty thinks he's trying to place his OP, but realizes he's too close to somebody. Take a look at the map for both teams. 6 only have 2 garrisons. I want to say that might be the damage with all the recon tanks. 6 bringing a recon tank to the back line of the 101A side of things, but very odd just to see 2 garrisons. They finally build a 3rd one, but it looks like this squad lead is going to spot it and possibly attempt to take it out. But 101A honestly just kind of giving them this front door main road push. Constantine. Oh, gets shut down by Garrison. I think that's how you say his name. I have no idea. Dude, I'm gonna get distracted so much this season by SPAs. It's gonna be really bad. But we'll slide over to actually maybe what Crawley's doing back here. Might be able to catch the supply truck. Trench building up some garrisons probably at Rue. As the 101st Airborne 101st Airborne tanks or garrison network is improving. Trench will relay that there is a Puma in the backlines. I think Crawley and this his buddy Subtotal going to try and kill these tanks from the back. Unfortunately for them, they were spotted, but looks like the medium is going to back up and possibly turn around. Oh man, they still haven't turned around. Oh, from behind. Taker. SPA round misses. Down goes the Puma. So good teamwork from the 101st, making sure their SPA and their medium do stay alive. I think the medium would have killed that Puma no matter what. The SPA could have gone down, which would have set back 101A just a tad bit, in my personal opinion, but it will stay up and running. Just gotta get repaired in the next few seconds to continue firing a little bit. Going on towards the A network, hockey stick area, 5 points, all right in your screen. Mainly under 101A control, but is being contested over, so no one has like a strong foothold in. Looks like 101A do know that there is a garrison back here. Emilio attempting the push. It does get taken out by Scotty, Schaefer, and Dan. Nice little MG spot here from Tennessee. Getting on top of this house and getting a nice line of sight in this entire wheat field and more. Nice little prep there from Tennessee. But it looks like lots of action is happening at Pizza Slice. Lots of 101A getting pushed back. SPA trying to do what he can. Oh, that's got to be really annoying in that SPA. Down goes that Luke's tank, but damage has been done to the 101st Infantry that just respawned. There's now a P4 over here. There's... Oh my, what is going on? Okay. Didn't realize a aggressive medium tank would just come out of nowhere. I don't know how you let that happen if you're the 6th. Where did this medium come from? I feel like this medium should have gotten punished, and he's still not punished. Get some XP just for the heck of it. Bandit gets coaxed. Bombing run coming in. I think that is a 101A bombing run, as they are starting to lose a network, but they are starting to gain the ground back at Pizza Slice. And Pizza Slice, I would say, is the probably the more critical of the two to hold, or to at least maintain. They're driving past the Garrison. This is a full 3-man crew. Looks like they do recognize the Garrison now, destroying an OP. Down goes that Garrison. So good work to the 101A armor. They are starting to flip the cap a little bit. Lots of people out of sector for the 6th. Don't really have any Garrisons pushed up too much. None in a network itself. The 101A is still continuing this cap. 6 might just be in between spawns right now, but you know, that is a little concerning. You are being out sector capped. Some airheads are available, so let's see if 6th or 101A will be using the early game airhead. I highly doubt it from 101A, just because Pierre's farm is one of those, I would say, tougher of any midpoints to use airheads when you're down. But, you know, crazy things have happened in Hell Loose. Crazier things have happened. Emilio in a bush. See if he can get this squad lead. Got all the bushes. Oh man. Yep. Gets him one. Gets another kill. 108 still on to the cap. Birthing, I don't know how to say his name. Burns the OP. Gets another kill. So nice little life here from him, as he'll cut down some of this 6 pressure a little bit. Or 101A pressure, excuse me. Hopefully my mic is coming through. Oh, dude, the SPA is just insane. And the squad sneaking all the way around. That is Falco. Falco sneaking all the way around. Looks like we get our first use of the Commander Artillery Strikes. This looks to be a 101A1. Think we're gonna have our first heavy of the game, and we do get an SPA. So looks like 6 did end up losing their SPA. And no heavy tank yet from the 101st, unless it somehow did go down. But 101A, I think the main... Oh, they're pushing up the middle now. 101A is pushing up the middle. Not sure if they got any OPs down. Looks like they did not. Grekin is going to have to kind of stay alive and possibly retreat back behind that little red silo. I don't think he has time to do that. He's a little bit moved up a little bit too far. Does kill Fly Sheet, who is jumping. Guys have no idea. Maybe they do. Yes, he does. Noah gets a kill. A little bit of a scare there, but looks like oh, there was an OP. No, it does burn it. Oh no, War Daddy with the miss. Oh, Browse with the refrag at least, but a little bit of a rough miss to catch on stream, if I do have to say so. But Second Lieutenant JD, I think, does get his... Never mind, he does not. Does not get his OP down in the bush. But it looks like 6 are going to plan for some sort of backline Garrison play. Looks like he is possibly thinking of doing it. Not quite sure if I do like the position of this Garrison. This is always the odd choice because if you do place it on this side, tanks can easily drive up and see it. Placed on the other side, infantry can easily see it from the defensive point of view. Down goes the medium P4. Lots of tanks diving. Or I think we're kind of in a diving tank sort of weird meta. The SPA will still be alive. He still has pretty much all their front door garrisons that they want to hold. Maybe one at Gardens are probably going to build. Ooh, SPA smoke. Honestly, not a bad use of the SPA smoke. Very, very smart play from him. Make it a little bit more difficult for this tank to be effective. He's going to continue to apply the smoke there, which is actually very smart. It's probably a very, very smart use of the SPA. Maybe not that shot, but very smart use. Fourth point is being contested. It is Crawley back here now. Does spawn off. Let's see if Commander Trench can maybe spot Crawley. I think Crawley is calling out the position of the SPA. And these two will just run around each other, not being aware of their surroundings. It looks like AA Network is more firmly in the control of the 6th. Oh, Berserk Dan does get his frag. Looks like we do have a tank diving over here at I think this medium might just be out of ammo. I have a feeling that this medium is out of ammo. They probably do recognize that they have to get up another 76. So I assume that they have one, right? Does 101A still not have a 76? There is a Tiger that should be aware of this tank's presence. Tank does take a shot to the side. Will turn away. I think this is a Panther. Yes, it is a Panther. Down goes that medium to Bandit. Tank was just diving. So really no loss for the 101st that they are really concerned about. But 6 are going to start to get more control of the pizza slice as more bodies do continue to spawn off of this Garrison. I think this SPA is in a little bit of this medium a little bit in trouble. I'm not sure if he did get satcheled or not. Does not look like he did get satcheled. They'll all jump out just to be sure. So I'm gonna check some things from my own end. this medium in some trouble. Reaps recognizing that he cannot probably satchel this medium, but will satchel a rep station instead. Painty as the AT does get the OP burnt, and he will get blown to bits before getting run over himself. Six doing a really good job. They now control all of Pizza Slice, just G Squad's OP. The only saving grace so far, and it looks like Crawley and his boys are going to dial in onto that OP as the AT player for 101A gets immediately ripped to shreds by a couple Gavers. And down goes that OP, so huge job from Six, getting in the back line, slowly leaking some bodies in the back line, and proceeding to pretty much control all of Pizza Slice now. And now they can launch themselves to Pizza Slice from the red-blue line, as well as attack from the back. So they pretty much control all of the border now until 101A makes some sort of move. Garrison did get destroyed though, but worthy sacrifice. Random transport truck just driving in as I hope Trench realizes that he's in a transport and not a supply. But 101A are going to have to dedicate some more bodies to the eastern side of Rue, as I think Bubba might be absolutely cooked here. He's going to crawl on the ground. Medium tank does get shot from the 76. Gets non-pen onto the turret. P4 said, I don't really care, I'm gonna get some points before I die. And he will get those points before he dies, so big kill. Bubba will place his OP and start to contest some of these six members on the border of the map. But Six in firm control of Pierre's farm sector now. 101A's pretty much been kicked out of everything blue related on my screen. Obviously they do have some stragglers here and there, but if you're Six, it's kind of what you want to see. With just over an hour to go. Looking good, looking good. If you're the Six. If you're 101A, you're like, oh shit, here we go. And as they start to lose Rue, N Squad, Falco being an absolute menace right now with just his OP alone, just staying alive, consistently moving it. Rig Doctor, I know he's one of the best fraggers in the game, but I don't think he can kill a tank with a rifleman class. But he'll just stay alive on point, calling out the chevrons. But there's something over here, never mind. Not sure where the SPA is for the 6 at this time. I don't think they have one available. They do have another heavy tank. They are bringing up another medium, so 6 are going to spam a bunch of tanks now for 101st to deal with. Is there some sort of tank fight going on? I'm not quite sure from what though. Yeah, this P4, but I'm not quite sure what he's shooting at. Some things do get blown up here. It looks to be... Oh my god, a medium and a Greyhound blow up at the same time? Were they just right next to each other and they got satcheled? Or is that a 76? Oh, that might be a 76. Is that the 76? I'm tripping, dude. I don't know what's going on. But 101A in a little bit of a pickle now. They pretty much have lost all the front door and are pretty much getting, you know, pushed in from the main road at this point. If 6 really wanted to, they could probably just drop an airhead, like, right where DJ Thought is. And just quickly cap this point. Country gets fragged by War Daddy. But 101A are going to have to send some sort of mass spawn back. They do have an on-point Garrison, but it does not look like anybody's utilizing it from the 101st side. We might see a big spawn wave here if they do get a spawn wave off. Not quite sure where this Garrison is. It's on the middle of the road. Do kind of expect some sort of big spawn wave to happen onto this Garrison. There is this big spawn wave that we were talking about. But Beerman from behind. He's going to smartly place down a satchel. They'll definitely destroy the Garrison. No matter what. He will get one frag. Oh, but Blaze with a nice, clean headshot of his own. Just not looking good for the 101st now. As I don't know if they will get a second spawn wave before the satchel does blow up. This tank does take one round. Huge spawn wave. But the satchel! Oh, what timing. That is beautiful timing if you are the 6th. Beerman. Huge satchel, and 6 will go up 4-1 with just under an hour to go now. 101A was applying some decent pressure after the initial mid cap, but as soon as they started, you know, losing a few gunfights here and there, losing some bodies, losing a few tanks, getting that backline play in from 6, that kind of just snowballed into this cap for them. Still gonna do his duty and stay on the border. Gets a couple kills, gets another kill. See if he can kind of continue this little streak in the middle of this random trench that I just realized was here, because I haven't been on this part of the map in probably over a year. Hopefully he doesn't die to his own team's artillery. Oh, but he almost does die to a rocket. About to see a Panther versus a medium tank. I'm not quite sure if this medium has... I know the medium does kind of have the element of surprise, but that is definitely gone now with him shooting the coax. But 6 kind of moseying all along the hedge line to cattle sheds. We'll leave all these guys to do what they want to do over here. Kind of go towards the cattle sheds point. I'm not sure what this medium is doing. But cattle sheds control all over the 6th. 6 locking it down. Tennessee getting off his MG, grabbing a rifle. See if he can get a couple frags here. We'll get one, but immediately refragged from safe haven. Daddy does get one rocket into the butt of the tank. Kane on top of the bunker. I thought he was about to, like, kung fu kick him down or something because he was jumping. And there's Adam and Leeds United in the chat. Fly sheet. Let's get taken out from Emilio. Juice. Oh, the wheat field of fun and dreams. Oh, please say he's a flamethrower. Satchel does blow up. Gets a couple friendlies and enemies. Assume that was a 6th satchel. Drift. Burns an OP. Typically you do see the Garrison. Yep, usually people do place the Garrison up behind this wall into that bush. It is the atypical spot for Garrisons here. Drift. Oh, but gets taken out by Bevo. Bevo protecting his Garrison. Doesn't realize Tommy Shelby is in the bunker. Oh, but Bevo with a huge frag. Dodgy loses his gunfight, the leaf blower. So some huge clutch kills from a few 101A players just to maintain this Garrison spawn for at least one more spawn wave, unless a rocket just comes through and ruins all the fun. But Safe Haven still crawling on the ground. Tai Lun. Oh man. Will Safe Haven attempt to kill Tai Lun? Nope, Tai Lun's gonna do what he did in the movies and run to somewhere where his goals and dreams are. Bombing run coming in. It looks like to be a 6 bombing run, and this will wipe out that front door Garrison. They do have 2 OPs that they can still utilize just to rebuild that somewhere else. That Garrison as good as dead. 101A does get an OP in the back line by Rue and Cattle. Obviously some ground to make up for them. As Rue's starting to get a little bit contested. Not sure it's anything that they have to worry about too much. DJ gets his frag. Where is this SPA at? Oh, it's all the way back here. Bun in the SPA. Looks like, oh no, this might be, I gotta kind of see this. Oh, this is gonna be really, really unfortunate for this truck. Oh, it's only a 2-man. They don't have a coax. They don't have anybody in the... Ooh, that is... Oh, that's... See if that even changes anything in the game later for 101A's sake, because that is a little bit of a misstep from the 6th. Obviously, they don't have anybody in the spotter scope, but truck will drive by, and the recon spotter will place his OP somewhere. Yeah, DJ handled this. Never mind. Poor Daddy would just have a heart attack and die. What is this AT gun? This is one of the strangest AT guns I think I've ever seen in comp. I think it was for that medium. Not a bad spot, but DJ will be smart and place a satchel just to get rid of it. What is going on? Guys. DJ's just gonna keep on running. Down goes that rep station from DJ Satchel. Ooh, but Duffy guarding his Garrison. Moss gonna make a run for the Garrison. Duffy will burn the OP. Doesn't see the Muss on the Garrison. Oh, and Muss. Huge play from Muss getting the Garrison. Huge play from Muss. They can rebuild it. They do have a couple OPs, but 6 are just slowly pushing back 118 towards the HQ. Pretty much gaining all the ground. Oh snap! My controller just fucking broke. Oh my god. All right, so I just dropped my controller, and I don't have any thumbsticks anymore. But I'll just I don't know what I don't. Oh man, dude, this is not good. I have an Elite controller for Xbox, and I just lost my thumbsticks. So this is gonna be a very weird 50 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, this is gonna be fucking awful. But Constantine in the back. I'm gonna try to place my camera here while this fight is going on. Constantine does get a rocket into the booty of the 76 medium tank. Gonna try to coax him. Constantine with a miss though. I found one of my thumbsticks so we can kind of move around a little bit easier without hurting my thumb. But Constantine will go down and the tank crew will get out and repair. This is a very odd situation for this tank crew to be in the middle of the field, trying to repair multiple rocket guys in the area as well for the 6th. These tanks are pretty much stranded by themselves. I forgot I don't have a D-pad. Is this a recon? What is this? Oh, it's a recon tank. That's engine. But a huge kill. I think that was onto the Panther. Never mind. It was not onto the Panther. It was onto a rep station. It was onto a rep station. Down goes that 76 as I completely miss it, but damn, I thought he killed that Panther. This medium actually can somewhat take this fight, as it does take two shots from a heavy now. Don't quite think, but he is on his lonesome, as he does get penned once. Tiny Wang does hop out. Midpoint cap pressure has started. So we're gonna kind of ignore this tank as it's pretty much good as dead. It's just the driver at this point. So we get on to La Chamaine. As the Luke's tank gets pummeled by the SPA. But 6 in firm control of this match, not even halfway into the match, and they are starting to cap on to this 5th and final point. Looks like they are kind of sending everything they have if a strafe run's being used. It does wipe out a couple of bodies. Obviously, we don't know the state of the resources for the 101st, but they have to be definitely low on fuel, definitely low on manpower, possibly some munitions. I don't think they've used the bombing run yet this game. And I think this might be their bombing run. Yes, it is their bombing run. So they'll kind of breathe a little bit. But Falco, again, with his sneaky OP, starting to catch some bodies that are in the back line. SPA going to move on out. I guarantee you people are going to call that a medium Sherman. Oh, lost the things. Airhead is being deployed here from the 6th in a nice, safe location. A very, very smart play here from the 6th. And a little bit of a cover. Oh, geez, that fucking SPA round scared the piss out of me. I do expect 6 to pretty much spawn bomb this airhead and start this 5th and final cap point. Well, they're going to do that before they get a spawn point onto this airhead. As the SPA does get destroyed into the HQ. 101A trying to fight for dear life in this one. As they, I think, lose yet another medium tank. And at this point, if you're 101A, you're definitely exhausted out of most of your resources, if not all of them. Pretty much going to have to rely on to default vehicles, which I don't think they have any default vehicles other than maybe this one medium and some transports. But they do start 5th point cap pressure, but it's obviously just a few bodies for the 101st. And 6th are looking like they're probably going to win this with about a minute and 10 seconds left into the match. If this cap does continue, the saving grace is most likely going to have to be this medium tank, but he is going to have to deal with 2 heavy tanks and a P4. But it does not look like 101A is going to make any sort of Morassic comeback here. This medium tank does get penned once from a rocket. Desperate strafing here from the Allied commander. There's a last-ditch push here for the 101st. Not sure if they can win some of these frags and not die with a few seconds left. And, oh, they are slightly contesting. They're defending. Oh, they're defending. They're defending. Huge spawn wave on the airhead. 101A going to try to defend this point. Panther getting penned somehow on the turret, I guess. Oh, 6th is... Oh, it's teetering. It's still teetering. Oh, my God. Well, that was a little bit of a fun last 30 seconds to the game. But it's going to go to the 6th at the end of it. GG's to both teams. Lots of good plays from both teams, especially the 101A side with that random medium that just kind of came out of nowhere with the in the first 30 minutes. But, you know, classic 6 had the, you know, get this 5-0 win. I think it's a good mental win for them. But obviously, still a lot of time for either of these two teams to make or break their Summit season. But that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, GG's to both 6 and 101A for this round 1 matchup. Good luck to both of you in the rest of this season, especially in Group A, the best group of the entire tournament. It's been your host, Awake, and I'll see you next time. Bye.